What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Majestic Lifestyle Coaching channel. And today's video is going to be part 2 of the series that we started on Wednesday, which is entitled, What is Holding You Back from Your Dream Life? And on Wednesday, we went over the first 5 factors. Now, they are not in any particular order, but because for different people, it may be a different factor that affects them. So it's just in random order, but things that could be affecting people. And the first 5 factors were you, which is you getting in the way of yourself. Second one was having too many interests, trying to do too many things at the same time. You're doing this, you're selling t-shirts, you're doing, you're just too many things at once, right? The third one was a lack of finance. The fourth one was not sure what to do. So you don't know what your purpose is. You don't know what you really want to do in life or accomplish. And this could happen at any age, mind you. And the last one is lack of skills. You know what to do. You know what you want to do, but you don't have those skills and you feel stuck and you're not going anywhere. So in today's video, we're going to go over the next 6 through 10, the next 5. And we're going to see what are some of the other factors that are maybe getting in your way. So if this is your first time coming to the channel and viewing this video, welcome. I appreciate you being here. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button while you're here. Just become a part of this family. If you enjoy this content, you enjoy the videos that I'm putting out, just subscribe and come back and visit us and help support this channel, help it grow. And if you're coming back here for the second, if you've been here before, welcome back. You're much appreciated as well. Your support is much appreciated. So let's get into today's video. So factor number 6 is simple. It's self-esteem. There's a lot of folks out there who they're not depressed, but they fall within the spectrum where they don't think they're good enough for whatever. So if that's you, you could have been the next big name, whatever, fill in the blank right here, right? But you just don't think you're good enough. You don't think your voice is good enough. You don't think what you do matters. So whatever that you have a desire inside of you to do, or whatever your purpose is, whatever your passion is, you're just like, you're not going for it because you don't see yourself worthy. On Monday, I'm gonna have a full video just on self-esteem because I believe there's a lot of people that are dealing with that, and we need to overcome these things. We all deal with it. Like for me, for the longest time, I didn't pick up this camera. I didn't do anything because I felt like I lacked in so many avenues. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think anyone is better than me. I don't think I'm above anybody else either. But when it comes to talking, when it comes to being in front of the camera, I'm always used to being behind the camera. I just didn't think I was good enough. I didn't think I had a voice. I didn't think I had a purpose. But recently, I just said, you know what? I realized from videos that I've watched, I have a purpose and I have a voice. And you know what? I may not have the golden voice like some people, but I'm going to do my best and I'm just going to do it. So self-esteem. And at the end of the day, if you recognize that you are not worthy enough, you have to do things to find your worth, find your value, find your voice. And in that, you can push and stop thinking about what people think and just give the world whatever it is that you have in you that's supposed to be given to the world. All right, so self-esteem is factor number 6. Now, factor number 7 is keeping up with the Joneses. Yep. Keeping up with the Joneses, man, the amount of people that are affected with keeping up with the Joneses, that is bad. We've all seen it. Average person drives a certain car before college. Then they get through school, get a degree, they start working. What's the first thing they do? Go buy a baby Benz, Beamer, or Audi, right? The 3 Series. Now, when it comes to when it comes to Mercedes, it used to be the C-Class. Now it's the CLA and the CLS or CL, whatever the entry-level $30,000 vehicle is. And now, if that's what you bought, I'm not trying to be offensive to you. If you really could afford it comfortably, cool. But we know what we're talking about. And for BMW, it's a 3 Series. Now there's a 2 Series or a 1 Series. And for Audi, it was the A4, but now it's the A3. So we go buy the little baby luxury car, and we're riding around town. We're feeling good, right? Keeping up with the Joneses. We see our other friend who graduated with us bought a big house. Now we want to buy a big house. They have the Gucci belt, the fly clothes. We want to do that as well. So instead of taking our funds and actually putting it towards things that could help us build our future, build our business, build our finances, we're just putting it towards a whole bunch of things to just look as cool as other people. Keeping up with the Joneses is something that's killing a lot of people and keeping you from reaching your dreams. What you simply need to realize is if you can put off, well, first of all, if you could put off keeping up with the Joneses for the rest of your life, you're better off. But if you live like no one else for 5 to 10 years, maybe 15, 20 years, you can enjoy the rest of your life like nobody else. Because instead of trying to focus on luxury items, name brand items, you're putting all your extra money that besides after savings and all the basics like tithe, charity, emergency funds, you take all the rest of those funds that come in from your income and you put it towards investment. You could invest towards a business, invest in the stock market, invest in other people's business. There's so many different things you can do once you start to put money away to invest in the future. So keeping up with the Joneses is killing a lot of people. If you just would stop doing that, the more free money you have that you could put towards your investment, instead of going by things to keep up with people, the quicker you can double, triple, and build your income, build your business. So that business of keeping up with the Joneses, man, it affects a lot of people, and that's killing us. We gotta definitely work on that. Factor number 8 is not having a why or not having a serious why. So what is a why? Your why is your purpose. Why are you doing what you're doing? Why do you get up in the morning? Why do you push when everything is going wrong? When no one supports you? When no one comes to your show? When no one buys your books? Why do you keep going? When you're trying to sell something and you've knocked on 100 doors and you've gotten all zeros, not even one sale, why do you keep going to the next door? Why do you keep pushing? Having a why and understanding the purpose why you get up, why you push, and why you're going to grind it out is so paramount, because when times get tough, you understand that you got to keep going. You can't stop, because whatever it is that's pushing you is bigger than that, whatever's in front of you. So in other words, the obstacle in front of you, the wall that came up, you understand that the reason that's behind you, that's pushing you forward, is much bigger than that. So if you don't have a why, figure that out. Start thinking about it. Start thinking about, like, what is it I want to do with my life? What's the purpose of my life? What is the legacy that I want to leave behind? And once you understand why, so for example, you could say, I never want to be as broke as I used to be. I don't want to be poor the way I grew up. Or you can say, I want to be able to make 1 million millionaires. Or I want to feed 1 million children. I want to help 1 million or 1,000 homeless people. I want to put my parents in the best home that they can be. Whatever your why is, figure that out. Write it down. And it's okay to tweak it. It's okay to change it. But figure out what is your purpose and why do you keep pushing? Why do you feel the need that when you get to the point at night where it hurts and you feel like giving up and you feel like it's not worth it, it's never going to go anywhere, what are you striving for? What are you reaching for? You have to know your why. Point number 8 is another big one. It's lifestyle. A lot of people don't realize how lifestyle could be affecting you and keeping you from your dream life. I think lifestyle is one of those that right after keeping up with the Joneses, it's right in that same family. And a lot of people don't even realize it. So this is the lifestyle thing, right? So let's say your parents ask you to become a doctor, or your parents ask you to be a nurse or be a teacher, and you went through school, you got through it. You realize it's not your passion, it's not something that you're really excited about, but you did it. You're successful at it, and you're doing a good job at work, and you're getting a great income. So especially if you're a doctor, lawyer, engineer, and any of these careers that make great money. Now, that may not be your purpose, but that's what you're doing for a living. And then you get to the point where you make great money. So you have a nice house, you have a family, kids, you're in a nice white picket fence neighborhood, or you have that apartment on the higher level in one of those high rises downtown. And then you have the two cars out front, you have the big body Benz and the Land Rover, Range Rover. You have all these nice things because you've worked hard. You went through school, you've studied, you got your degree, you have the great job. But you're not fulfilling your purpose. You're not really happy. But you have a lifestyle to keep up. So because of everybody else, it's somewhat like keeping up with the Joneses, but you may not be following what everyone else is doing, but at least you know that you're a doctor or you're this or that, you're a big shot lawyer, and you have all this house, you have this nice, you have a luxurious lifestyle that you have to keep up. And you realize that if you were to leave this high paying job, you would have to lose this whole lifestyle and start back at ground zero or maybe at level 1 or 2, and you just don't want to do that. Or you have a family that doesn't want to let go of that lifestyle. You don't want to let go of the 10 mocha latte, whatever those things are called. I don't drink coffee, but whatever the habits you have that you do on a regular basis, you don't want to let go of it. So you're holding on to something that is not killing you, but it's not satisfactory. It's not fulfilling your purpose, where your dream life could be over there. And at first it could be rough, but maybe you never know, because if that's your purpose over there, you might have built it 10 times as big as what you're doing now, because it's your purpose and you're happy at it and you would be good at it. But because of the lifestyle, you can't move forward. So lifestyle is something that affects a lot of people, that keep them from going back to work on their dream life. And the last one is you're too comfortable or you don't like change. This one affects a lot of people as well, because a lot of people, when it comes to human beings, a lot of people don't like change. People like the status quo. People like the usual, right? You get up, you know exactly where you put your keys, exactly where you put your coat, exactly where your nice shoes are, exactly where your car is parked. The usual, right? You park the same place when you get to work. You get the same routine in the morning of getting a drink, coffee, whatever you're getting. And then you go back home and do the same. To the point that some people don't even want to move. Some people never leave the city where they were born and grew up in. Some people never leave the state. Some people never leave the country. Or some people build a big successful business, but because they're too comfortable and they don't like change, they keep doing the same thing over and over. And then life goes by and they get lost behind. One major example is, for example, taxis and the Uber story. We all know about it. Or you can go to Blockbusters back in the days when you used to rent DVDs or VHS, to right now with the story of Netflix. Bunch of big shots who, they're on top of the world, one of the biggest companies or biggest type of brands, and they're comfortable and they don't adjust to as times are moving forward. And then someone else comes and then has a innovative idea that takes them right out. So folks, just being too comfortable, because one thing about comfort is this. This is a line that I never forgot. It says, everything you want in life is outside of your comfort zone. Everything you want in life is outside of your comfort zone. School, finding a loved one, work, having kids, everything worth having is outside of your comfort zone. If you're too comfortable, that could definitely be holding you back. Or if you don't like change, because the world is always changing. And if you don't want to change with it, you're going to be left behind. So folks, those are the top 10 list that I came up with of things that affect a lot of people, that's keeping them from their they're too embarrassed by other people. You know, they're worried about what other people are gonna think, or worried about the lifestyle, all these different things. Folks, if you have something in your heart that you know you want to do, at some point you gotta jump. You gotta work on it. If you're married, talk to your spouse. Find a way, maybe start part-time. Start little by little. If you're on your own, moving, if you have to move with roommates, family, do what you gotta do, but go after your dream. You should not go to your grave with that dream that the world may need still inside your heart. All right, folks. So this is pretty much a list for today. If you enjoyed this talk, I hope it sparked something for you to go out there and just take a leap. Just go for it. Just try it out. You never know. And even if it doesn't work, at least you can say I gave it a try. That's the very least. You know what I mean? So if you enjoy this, hope you're gonna take action and hope you're gonna jump and go for it. You're gonna try something different. But in the meantime, do me a favor. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button as well and the notification bell. Become part of this family and be notified every time we have a new video that comes out, and share this with someone. All right. So again, if you have anything that you know that's been holding you back, or something that you've been wanting to do but you haven't done it yet, leave it in the comment below so we can encourage one another and push one another. All right, because I want to see you get to the top. I want to see you get to the best point that you can be. I want to see you live that majestic lifestyle. All right, so until see you on Monday, and until then, folks, live that majestic lifestyle and keep pushing. Live your best life.